painting the town fiber might be the new phrase if this product works the way you're telling me, Blaine. Tell us what this little block represents.
Absolutely. We like to say we're painting fiber across paved surfaces, and not literally like a Sherwin-Williams paint, but it's just to kind of give the visual of how easy it's fiber on demand. So literally the machine that we have, imagine pulling it out of the trailer, starting it, and seeing you want to go from A to B, point to point. And as that machine is driving, it literally etches this small little score on the surface, pulls all the debris out, lays the fiber optic down in that score, and then lays this proprietary top coat across the surface and totally seals that etch right on the sample or on the road surface.
Now, what sort of applications are you looking for? Is this for drops or is it beyond drops?
Everything. So fiber to the home, college campuses, airports. Really, we've done a bridge in Ohio. We spanned over a bridge, so it can be on a really last mile application. So, but if you're looking at any paved surface, asphalt, concrete, doesn't matter what it is, we can make it happen.
And you can get 3 24 fiber cables in there?
Yes. Being last mile, we've got a 12 count, a 24 count, and almost at a 48 count, but we can customize the etching just a little bit with our machine and actually lay 3 24s in there. We've actually done an application with that already.
And from a standpoint of people driving over it, what sort of weight are we looking at?
Easy, and we like to brag a little bit and say if the military's okay with the B1 going over it, I think everybody else will be. But it'll cure in about, like I said, it's about 60 minutes. So it's no problem for cars to go over to that time. We've actually snowplow tested it. It's very resilient to snowplow blades. So super robust.
What about potholes?
Pothole, easy to repair. If there's a pothole, we actually have gone around them.
Okay.
So there's a will, there's a way. But that's the beauty of it. It's fiber on demand. You don't have to worry about underground locates. So if you need to go around a building, around a curve, through a curb, whatever you need to do, you can design the machine just to go that way.
And how are cities reacting to this in terms of permitting or?
They love it. And again, new technology, so we're just asking people to say, hey, think about this in a new way. You've seen the decades of the other technologies, and we just want you to embrace and try something new because the overall costs are greatly saved. We can get it at 1,000 feet an hour, so we're able to reach more people a lot quicker. So the cities are super excited about it. Once we're able to show them what the technology is, and then they're able to think, okay, well, we could connect here, we could connect this community. And that's what it's all about, because you think about all the broadband money and all the money that's gone out for the country. So you have to remember, okay, the objective is to get as many people connected as possible, right? So that's what we want to be a part of, to reach as many people as possible for high-speed fiber optic.
No, and that makes sense. And from an environmental standpoint, is there anything special that
Yeah, and that's another good benefit of our solution. There's zero environmental impact. So even the debris that's cut is cleaned up. There's no road degradation. There's no soil degradation. Everything is just clean, aesthetically nice.
And the material you're using, though, is environmentally friendly, I assume?
Absolutely. Yes, sir. No environmental impact at all.
And I imagine just the time savings makes up for any premium you might have for a cost if there is a premium.
That's right. Yeah, and that's another beauty of it, because when you think about how quick it deploys, you think about the crews, you think about the no need for underground surveying. So a lot of that time is condensed. So the months, sometimes years of planning and surveying and budgeting, we can come out, in the time of one Zoom meeting, have the line already done, right? So there's a lot of savings.
And how does this different from just micro-trenching?
A big difference, actually. So micro-trenching has its places and is good for a lot of places, right? But this, if you can see this sample, this is literally to scale. So we're only going down about half an inch, whereas micro-trenching will go down, it depends, 16 to 27 inches. So they're actually going through the road surface. So one of the benefits of ours is there's no water penetration through the surface, which can cause that road to expand, contract. Yeah, so This is not, we're not going through the surface. So there's a big difference, especially on the depth. And it's a lot easier.
And then on the breakout, when you come off the pavement, how's that handled?
Easy, yeah. That's a good question too, because we've done some fiber to the home network layouts. So we actually have a method of transitioning through a curb, over a sidewalk. The fiber's never exposed. So we're actually able to run this small score in the same fashion through a curb or over the sidewalk. So the fiber is actually inside of a tiny microduct, so it's protected even when it goes through the curb. And then the top coat is actually covering that as well.
And so
it's super sealed.
And that's where you'd probably have your terminal if you add your drops.
Same. That's another beauty of the technology. Everything from termination, splicing, hand holes, fan out kits, whatever the industry uses, that's what you can use with TRAXyL. So industry standard, off the shelf devices, materials all used.
And
from a proprietary on that.
So this is great, but what happens when you have to resurface the pavement?
That's a very popular question. And the resurfacing, if the FiberTRAX line is already in place and someone's going to resurface the road, they can go right over the top of it, right? The other thing, though, if they are going to mill the road, we never like to sugarcoat it. Of course, that line is going to come up if the road is milled. So the way we're telling people and educating them is we want to be part of the road cycle maintenance. So if that road is meant to last for 7 or 8 years and they know they're going to mill it at that time, then when we install the fiber, they're going to know, okay, 7 or 8 years, we're going to have this fiber in place. We're going to get the luxury of high-speed internet for 7 or 8 years. And we know that in 7 or 8 years, we may have to mill that up. And that's okay, because in the beauty of the technology, if they work that into the maintenance cycle, they know that, okay, in 8 years, we can bring the machine back out and run at 1,000 feet an hour and be done, in a matter of time, right? The other thing to think about, and we tell people, we envision a matrix of FiberTRAX lines. So redundant pathways, diverse pathways. So if this road has to be milled and there's one of the FiberTRAX lines there, we know that we've got a diverse pathway where the people will still stay connected. So there's that way to think about it too. And there's gutter pans. So if you envision the neighborhoods or the roads that have the concrete gutter on each side and then the asphalt in the middle, when they mill that road, they're just milling up the asphalt, right? So we can put this line within that gutter pan. It looks aesthetically really nice, super safe, and it won't get milled when that machine comes through.
So even with that machine there, you could get in the gutter line?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's incredible.
Yep, I know it. It gets pretty close, maybe like 4 to 5 inches from the curb.
Yeah.
So it's very.
So it has an adjustable.
Yes, sir.
And from a training perspective, it's pretty easy to learn.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that, actually. So as we roll out these new machines, we're going to have really good training and certification for people that can drive the machines and install the FiberTRAX.
Now, you've been doing this for a while, though, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we've been doing it. A lot of military presence so far, and we're scaling commercially now. So the objective, because we don't want to be the installers, right? We don't want to be the contractors. What we want to, we're the manufacturer with the IP and supply the consumables. So TRAXyL will have regional distributors, if you will, and then those distributors will lease the machines to the contractors, to the installers. So that's our business model moving forward.
Because has this been done without machines before this was invented?
Yeah, hands and knees. By our founder that started it, for years we would do it on our hands and knees. It looked pretty good for doing it on our hands and knees. Yeah. And we got one, kind of rudimentary machine, but it worked. Second machine. Now we've got our third machine.
Nice. And this one you can actually sit on and drive away with the fiber.
You can have a cold Gatorade while you're driving it, and get the fiber installed.
Excellent. Well, appreciate your time and good luck with this.
Appreciate the thanks for asking. All right.